Welcome to our video series on generative AI applications in healthcare. In this introductory video, we will explore how this game-changing technology is changing patient care, diagnostics, clinical trials, and overall medical practices. It is meant for a healthcare professional who is just starting off with ChatGPT, and it discusses ways of improving how you can use this technology to become more productive. Generative AI exploded onto the world stage in November 2022 with the launch of ChatGPT by a company called OpenAI. It very quickly reached 100 million users within a few days. In October 2024, its use has already reached over 200 million active users every week. ChatGPT has at its core a large language model that has been trained with immense amounts of data. For example, all publicly available sources on the internet. For the healthcare domain, it includes medical images, text, generic information, and can provide valuable insights to assist professionals in making decisions. In the meantime, a lot more models have been introduced by Google, Meta, and others. So the intense competition is leading to a quick improvement in capabilities of artificial intelligence. Let's see how good these models are in answering medical questions. This slide shows the progress over time in answering US medical licensing examination questions with different AI models. In December 2022, the models were showing an accuracy in the 60% range. By March 2024, GPT-4 from OpenAI and MedGemini from Google have achieved an impressive score of over 90%. The models are now capable of analyzing text, images, and videos. Improvements by NVIDIA in new chips, accompanied by huge advances in new software capabilities, make this one of the fastest growing applications. And it is poised to change the way we live and work. So no medical professional can afford to ignore generative AI. Before we start off, let's dive into some of the challenges of using generative AI in healthcare. First, as healthcare professionals, we are skeptical about AI-generated content. This is the right approach. We will also certainly see patients who have already used ChatGPT to understand about their medical conditions. Next, we sometimes encounter hallucinations where the AI can make mistakes or produce misleading results. This could include fictitious medical publications that look very credible at first glance. It's up to us to verify if any quoted articles do really exist. Another issue is that training data could be outdated, as the data has a cutoff date. This means that the AI may not reflect the latest fast-changing medical knowledge and guidelines. Fourthly, the training data does not include your proprietary information, such as electronic health records or lab data. However, there are ways of adding such data to the LLM, and we will see some examples of this in this video series. Deploying AI in low-resource settings, such as India and Africa, can be tough because it requires the right technology and infrastructure. However, these are the places that could benefit from accessing credible AI to augment their capabilities. Lastly, there's lack of diversity in data sources, with most of the training data originating from Western and developed nations. Without diverse and representative data, AI may not perform very well across different patient groups. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Can AI replace a trained medical professional? So Geoffrey Hinton, widely considered to be the father of AI and a Nobel Prize winner in 2024 for his work on artificial intelligence, he commented in 2016 on the capabilities of AI-based image analysis in interpreting radiology images. His take was that AI was so good that it could replace radiologists in 5 years. Well, this has not happened, even in 2024. To quote Dr. Curtis Langlotz at Stanford University, artificial intelligence will not replace radiologists, but radiologists who use AI will replace those who don't. This highlights a key point. AI is not here to take over jobs. Instead, it's a powerful tool for those willing to embrace it. In the field of medicine, incorporating AI can enhance how professionals work and keep them at the forefront of their field. It's a reminder of the importance of integrating new technologies to stay ahead. A good way of thinking about AI is that it's a very good tool to perform individual tasks rather than having the capability of replacing experts. So let's see some example scenarios or use cases from healthcare where Gen AI could be useful. While these are from the clinical lab, genomics, rare disease, clinical trials, and digital health domains, there is no shortage of tasks that could benefit from using generative AI. I hope this will encourage you to look for tasks in your own work that could benefit from application of AI. So the first scenario is that you manage a clinical reference lab and your help desk gets a lot of queries from doctors and patients. You can use generative AI to answer the question directly or forward it to the right department for a response. So we'll see how this can be achieved using generative AI. So this is an example of a task which can be said to be classification. Secondly, you can personalize the responses using the large language model and your own data. So for example, you may have some test data like your pricing and so on, which your help desk may need to answer a query. So your lab help desk can either respond directly to the customer query with information unique to your lab, and this can be combined with the power of large language models from where the model can give information about the test, generic information available about the test. So we'll see some examples of this as well in the area called personalization. Thirdly, this is one of the most frequently used tasks that anyone has. You may have to read an article. So Gen AI can quickly summarize a large research paper. For example, in this video series, we will see how a 58-page article published by Google DeepMind about the capabilities of Gemini models in healthcare can be reduced to 10 bullet points. So this can be a great time saver, and I'm quite sure that many of you are already using summarization as a productivity tool using AI. Now, can we do a differential diagnosis using multimodal AI? When I say multimodal AI, I mean the use of image plus text plus audio plus video and so on. So the scenario is that you are an assistant to a medical geneticist and your boss has asked you to work up a case, provide a differential diagnosis, and suggest further investigations. Video on multimodal AI using image and text, whether it's possible to do a differential diagnosis. We know that clinicaltrials.gov is a database which has got a lot of information about clinical trials ongoing throughout the world. Sometimes it's pretty difficult to access the data if you want to find out about clinical trials for a particular disorder by looking at all the studies one by one. But can we use AI to help us be more productive? But the problem is that online versions of large language models like ChatGPT 3.5 or 4 cannot access real-time databases like clinicaltrials.gov. However, there are techniques which makes it possible to integrate data from these sources into your chat with a little preparation. And in the video on accessing medical databases, I will describe how this can be done. The last one is that many of the hospitals and doctors, they have their medical notes in a text or document format. But that is usually not very useful because it's unstructured data. So if you are managing the IT needs of a large hospital system and most of your medical notes are in the text format, you may need to quickly and accurately convert the text into a structured format like JSON to enable better analysis and interoperability. So we'll show you how we can convert medical notes in the text format into a JSON format. And this makes it very easy to analyze the data as you go forward. So this is what we can say is information extraction. So it always helps for you to think of the tool that you can use in AI for any challenge that you face and classify it into one of these 6 things. Or of course there could be other things as well, which we can discuss later. So these 6, I would say, general categories for AI use are classification, personalization, summarization, image analysis, accessing medical databases, and information extraction. So we have presented 6 use cases that will help make you more productive and a better healthcare professional. And by all means, please do take a look at those other videos which interest you, because we show in that how you can use an easy-to-use platform to achieve your result. At the end, I've also posted a video on the ethics of using AI in healthcare. I look forward to your comments on how to improve this further and new tasks that we could address together using generative AI. This is just the start of our journey, and I hope that we can jointly see how we can make best use of this technology. I thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of the videos.